But I am Matt, the Helpful Home Inspector, coming at you from our studio up in Hartford today. We have another inspector from our company, Mike Severson, coming in here helping us out today, giving you guys some tips and tricks. How's it going, dude?
Doing all right.
Mike just got out of a tree. He's a big deer hunter, so he was up there watching Find Bambi or Daddy Bambi. What Daddy Bambi? I don't know.
Yeah, mom and dad.
Mom and dad. Yeah. But no success today. He was just doing a lot of looking. And cold, and we had a lot of snow. We had a bunch of first snow of the year. Yeah. Bunch of snow. There's probably
like 12 snowstorms. It's on and then off.
Yeah, on and off. But we probably have 2-3 inches sitting on the grass outside. I mean, it'll probably melt in the next couple of days. But it is that time. It is October 31st, 2023. It is time to get your house ready for winter, and that's going to be our main topic today. We're going to be giving you all the tips and tricks that you need to do to maintain and take care of your house and get it ready for winter today. All right, we're going to go through all the different parts of your house, all the things you should be doing, and some of the things you might have already done, some of the things you might not even know you should be doing, but you should. And we're going to go through all that stuff. If you guys have any questions about any of the things that we're going to talk about or anything about your house, feel free to drop it in the comments down below. We'll be happy to help you out with that. If you like our show, you appreciate our content, hit the subscribe button down below. That will basically let you know when we have new videos coming out and things like that. Whether you're in Wisconsin or you're in Missouri or you're in Washington, getting ready for winter is just a thing. In Texas, you can still get frozen pipes occasionally, but not as often as we may in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, right? So the topic that we're going to be covering in this video is going to be talking about getting the inside of your house, things to do inside of your house to get ready for winter. The top one, the first one that we have here.
Check your sump pump and discharge.
Yeah, check your sump pump and discharge.
Make sure there's no leaks. Make sure it runs.
Yep, make sure it runs.
That hose on the outside.
For sure. Yeah, make sure you're discharging at least to a swale or a lower grade area, not letting that water get close to your house at all, and making sure that sump pump is operating properly. Now, if it's an older sump pump, rusty and looks kind of probably a good sign each time to replace it. Replacement is store Mike,
$200,
$150-200 for a good one, right? And I would always recommend a submersible. Yeah, submersible is the way to go.
I don't know why they keep selling pedestal mount pumps are
outdated,
useless to me.
Yeah, I mean they work. They've worked for a long time.
They work.
But in today's day and age, we know that we need to seal that sump crack.
Correct.
So yeah, submersible is really the way to go. And they last longer, perform better. They have better internal workings and things like that. So yeah, submersible sump pump. And if your pump looks old, change it out. Whether you have a radon test or not done, sealing that sump crack is going to help reduce the radon level in your home. So seal that sump crack up. You want to make sure you still leave an access point. Okay, so leave it an access point. I usually suggest like a 3.5 or 4 inch PVC clean out. You just use a hole saw, cut your hole out, you put that in there, you caulk it in place. That way you can twist that cover off, reach in there, test the sump pump, or pour water in to make sure that it's working properly. But it still gives you a good airtight seal to prevent radon from entering your home.
The other one is moisture too.
Yeah,
if it cracks, it's full of water.
Moisture. Yeah, it's
A
basically
lot of times they're in closets, and then you get mold.
Yeah, it's basically just a big puddle of water, sitting in your basement. Yeah. The next thing is test for radon gas. Radon gas, the #1 leading cause of lung cancer in non-smokers. Okay, and if you are a smoker that has high radon gas, now you're amplifying your chances of developing lung cancer exponentially. Now, whether you want to do it for real estate transaction, you want to do it for your own personal knowledge, whatever it may be, testing for radon gas is an important thing you should do. If you want HSH to do it for you, we charge $125. We can travel anywhere within an hour of Hartford to do a radon test. If you want to do it on your own, you can get the test kit from like your county health department for free. The only thing you have to pay for then is the shipping and the testing cost, which usually comes to about $50 or $60 by the time it's all said and done. If you want to get a free test done and you live in southeastern Wisconsin, and it is your home, it's not a part of a real estate transaction, Lifetime Radon Solutions, who was actually on here 2 weeks ago talking to us about radon gas and stuff, you can go back and watch that video. Great conversation about radon gas, where it comes from, how it's mitigated, all that kind of stuff. They'll do a test at your home for absolutely free, and that is if you own the home. It cannot be a part of a real estate transaction to have them do it for free though. Okay, check your insulation. What are we looking for at our value, Mike? What are we looking for in Wisconsin?
Ideally 12 to 15.
12 to 15 inches
of insulation, but basically an R40 or greater.
R40 would be great. R30 is the minimum, right? So when we're looking at a house for home inspection, we're looking for minimum of R30. R30 or R value is the basically the determination of how well the heat can flow through that material, and it's basically just a measure of insulation, you know. But the different materials have different R values. So wood has an R value, plastic has an R value, insulation of different types like cellulose, fiberglass, foam, board foam.
Expanding foam.
Yeah, they all have different R values that they provide. And like a closed cell spray foam is going to provide R 7.8, where a loose fill cellulose is going to be R 2.5, 2.75, maybe 3. A fiberglass insulation is going to be R 3.12 or something like that. You know, that they all have different insulation levels, and it'll be listed right on the material that you're looking to purchase. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a nice even fill up there. Attics are not for storing things anymore, folks. Okay, you used to store the Christmas decorations and things like that up there. It is not a place for storing anything. It is a place for two things to occur: one, insulation, and two, ventilation. That's it. Anything other than that, you're costing yourself money and causing potential problems. So definitely want to check your attic for insulation. Make sure you have a well-insulated attic space. What do we got next, Mike?
Get your chimney cleaned and inspected before burning.
Yeah,
should have been done a while ago.
Should have been done a while ago.
Snow.
Yeah, you want to make sure that your chimney gets cleaned before snow starts flying. If the snow starts flying, they're not going to be able to get up on your roof and do that kind of work for you.
Yep.
So you want to make sure that you get that chimney cleaned, and a lot of the cleaning companies do it from the inside now, you know, which is nice, but also you want to make sure that they're inspecting the outside and stuff like that to make sure things are working properly. But if you have a wood burning fireplace, burning wood in your fireplace will never save you money unless you're not operating your furnace. If you're not operating your furnace, the fireplace can provide you some heat in the home. If you're operating your furnace, now that fireplace is going to burn up all your heated air that your furnace made, pump it outside, and your furnace has to run to make more, and you're not saving any money by doing that. It's actually going to cost you money because you have to clean your fireplace, you have to buy the wood and things like that, you know, you have to buy the kindling, all that stuff that goes into having a wood burning fireplace. If you have a gas fireplace, you do not need to get it cleaned annually or anything like that. I usually suggest every 5 years get your gas fireplace evaluated and cleaned. That's basically just to get rid of dust bunnies and things like that, you know. And lots of times the metal screens that are on the outside of gas fireplaces can deteriorate. But gas fireplace, in my opinion, the way to go. You know, I mean, they even have little tube vent, barrel fans that can push some of the air out into the space and stuff and help with a little bit of heating and cooling. But it also is usually a sealed system that's not going to draw in the heated air from your furnace and burn it up and send it out as exhaust, you know. So yeah, but if you have a fireplace, get it cleaned before you operate it. Okay, if you have a creosote buildup or anything like that inside, you run the risk of a chimney fire, which could burn down your house. So making sure that you're safe is a job number one. Dryer vent and dryer lint cleaning, important. I mean, we should be cleaning it every 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Basically, the dryer vent, there's a couple of different ways you can clean it. I think the easiest way to clean it is go on the outside, take the vent off, stick your shop vac hose in there, slide it in there, not on, slide it in there, and then basically you turn it on. As you bring it out, you shake the shop vac hose and suck it all the way out. It's going to get a lot of the junk out of there. Is it going to be as good as a professional cleaning? No. But it's still gonna do something. And then they also make lint cleaning brushes that you can stick down into the dryer itself to clean some of that stuff out. But you want to make sure that's nice and clean. A lot of lint buildup, especially in like a situation with like a gas dryer, can be hazardous. You know, so making sure that you also have a dryer vent on there that's not flammable. So getting rid of those crinkle up things. You know, you want to have a truly metal dryer vent on there. So that's important. What do we got next?
Change out incandescent bulbs.
Yeah, so
LED.
In the winter time, we run our lights a lot more, right? It's dark at what? Well, it's going to be 4 or 5 o'clock in the next month here, you know, and then it'll
next weekend
slowly get better.
Next weekend.
Is that daylight savings?
Yeah.
So it's going to get dark
this weekend.
It's going to get dark early, and we run our lights and stuff more often. But by switching out those bulbs from incandescent to LEDs, you're going to save a lot of energy and save money. And if you go to focusonenergy.com, I don't have a relationship with Focus affiliation or anything like that with Focus Energy, but focusonenergy.com, you can go on there and they'll send you free light bulbs, like free light bulbs and free power strips and free water stuff, you know.
They have a kit every October. You can get a free kit. But then there's other kits you can purchase too.
Yeah,
you know,
and they don't charge you anything. They don't even charge you shipping.
Yeah.
Like, they ship it to you for free. You know, you just go on there. They don't even ask for a credit card. Now, can you go on there and buy things? Yeah, like I went and bought the thermostats that I give away. You know, so yeah, a really good deal. And you can go on there once a year, twice a year. Get the free ones. You have to look it up, but it's per household, and they do have different
email.
Yeah, they have different programs and stuff they run occasionally as well. So yeah, the next thing, mouse prevention. I had a lady. I was at a house yesterday out in Cedarburg for Grayson, and it was his mom's place actually, and she's like, I'm very mouse averse, and I'm like, I get it. You know, some people just don't like any mice at all. Living in Wisconsin, having a mouse in your house is. It just happens occasionally, you know, and I'm not saying that it's okay and that you should be living with mice or anything like that, you know, but getting a mouse in the house occasionally, it's gonna happen. It just they need the opening the size of a dime for a full-size mouse. If they're a smaller mouse, even less than that.
Racer.
Yeah, so you know, you can seal up the things on the outside of the house. If you're gonna have holes or anything like that, putting in some steel wool and then caulking it on the outside, or replacing it with similar like material. If you have brickwork or anything like that, using masonry materials is the way to go with that. Never use spray foam to fill any of those openings or holes at all. Also, going down and putting a mouse trap in the bottom and the back of your pantry area would be a good idea. We had one that got under a pantry last year, which we normally don't get a mouse upstairs. We've had one in the back basement before. But we had one in our pantry, and it got on the shelves, you know, and made a mess. And so Tammy's like, I don't care. Everything that is food in that pantry is gone. And
and I was shocked it got upstairs because we have Izzy.
our dog.
So
Yeah.
I did not anticipate that. That was not good.
Yeah, and I don't even know how it got us. I mean,
Dishwasher. Line from the dishwasher come up from the basement.
No, because that goes straight in. It's all everything's underneath the sink.
Line for the ice maker.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But either way, they found their way up into the kitchen there, into the pantry. So everything in the pantry got thrown out that year. But yeah, it is something that does happen occasionally. But putting a mousetrap in your pantry, putting a mousetrap or two downstairs, they do like to run along the top of the walls. So if you put, like, if you had a professional come in and do it, they're going to put the traps at the top of the wall because that's where they get in and they run around and stuff. But yeah, mouse prevention is a thing. And then checking your smoke carbon monoxide detectors. If they're older than 10 years, they need to be replaced. A combo unit these days. What you said you had the Costco deal, right? That you found the one time. What was it at Costco? It's like a 4-pack, wasn't it?
No, it's 2-pack for $50.
Not bad.
No.
Yeah, I mean, $25-$30 a piece is what you should be looking at. And it's a combo unit where it does both options. For having a hardwired with a battery operated is best, but if you don't have the hard wiring there, battery operated is what you're gonna have to go with. And they do have a sealed 10-year lithium-ion battery that you have to change anymore, which is nice. Getting your house ready for winter is an important thing, and you got to spend a little bit of time doing it. It doesn't take long. I mean, a couple hours, right? And you can do all these things in very little time. Now, some things like cleaning your chimney and things like that will require a professional, but majority of it you can do on your own without a lot of effort. You know, you just take one Saturday afternoon. Knock it out. So it's still, there's time to still get those things done to get ready for winter, and you want to make sure to do that and get your house ready to go so you're buttoned up, ready to take on those winter months, and then emerge happy and in good shape when spring comes around. All right. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop it in the comments down below. Send me an email at thehelpfulhomespector@gmail.com. Really appreciate you guys watching. Mike, thanks for coming out today, man. Climbing out of that tree, and I mean, you literally climbed out of the tree and came to the show tonight.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you. Hopefully, the daddy buck will find his way. That big 30-pointer will come up to your stand and say, "Hey, Mike, how's it going?" I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I don't know about 30.
It's the biggest one you've seen? Probably 14, 10, 12. You've seen a 12-pointer, right? You got a 12-pointer out there. Yeah. But it's cool. But thank you much for tuning in, you guys. Remember, the better you take care of your house, the better it's going to take care of you. We'll see you at the next one.